Chapter 2099. At the moment Xingshi expressed her attitude toward Alex, Lucas had already begun planning to leave China as soon as possible. He knew very well that once the Ito family intervened, he would soon be exposed. If he was still in China at the moment of exposure, there would basically be no chance of leaving alive because he knew Alex would definitely not let him go. The only option now was to leave China, get rid of the old man before being exposed, and completely take over the Adair family. As long as he could control all the Adair family's assets, he could break free from Alex. After all, assets worth 1 or 200 billion were not something Alex, a so-called master, could resist. Seeing Lucas looking a little restless beside him, Alex deliberately asked, "Lucas, why do you look distracted? Is there some physical discomfort?" Lucas hurriedly waved his hand and said, "No, master, I'm just a little worried about Faria. She's been missing all night, and I'm afraid the longer it's delayed, the smaller her chances of survival." Alex looked at him seriously and said, "Don't worry. As long as I'm here, Faria will never die." Lucas pretended to be pleased and said, "That's great. Master, finding Faria will depend entirely on you." When he said this, Lucas was viciously cursing in his heart. "Even if Faria is really alive, I will definitely kill her. Even if you, Alex, stand in front of me, it will be useless. As long as I, Lucas Adair, am alive, Faria is not allowed to live. She must die." At this time, Alex said, "If you're free, go back to the hotel first. You don't need to intervene in the matter of finding Faria. Stay at the hotel and wait for my good news." Lucas was immediately surprised and thought to himself, "What does this mean? He sent dozens of helicopters to pick me up, only to say a few words and then let me go? A phone call or even a WeChat message could have solved this. Why make such a fuss?" However, although Lucas was confused, he didn't dare disobey. He quickly stood up and said seriously, "Master, since that's the case, I'll take my leave first." Alex nodded and said, "Don't run around in Beijing these days. Just stay in a hotel and wait for my news." Lucas hurriedly replied, "Okay, master. I'll wait for your news at the hotel over the next few days." Xingshi then spoke, "Since Mr. Adair is returning to the hotel, I'll have a helicopter take you back." Lucas said flatteredly, "Miss Ito is really too polite. The hotel isn't far. I can just take a taxi. There's no need to trouble you to arrange a helicopter." Xingshi said earnestly, "Mr. Adair is master's guest, and therefore a distinguished guest of my Ito family. The Ito family has never allowed distinguished guests to take a taxi and leave on their own, so I must have you return by helicopter." Lucas nodded and said a little awkwardly, "Miss Ito, going back by helicopter is fine, but there's really no need to send so many helicopters. It's too wasteful. One will be enough." Xingshi smiled slightly and said, "Mr. Adair doesn't need to be so polite. Sending so many helicopters to pick you up together is also because the Ito family attaches great importance to distinguished guests." With no other choice, Lucas said, "Then I'll follow Miss Ito's arrangements." Xingshi nodded, looked at her assistant, and instructed her to see Lucas off.